It's your boy, the Sly Guy Shy King Meek. And tonight, I filled my cast in this couch with some really great people, some good vibes, and good talent. Stop it. And we're going to be getting into it a little bit more. You guys have missed it. We have some interviews. I know we have a little bit more rotation going on. But we're trying to keep it a lot more casual, a lot more entertaining, to have some people come in and have some light vibes. But honestly, it's been a while since we had like a really good, just sit down talk about how we feel about music, the different artists that come by to represent different ages, eras, and different styles. So honestly, I wanted to make sure I had people who enjoy music, who can say they have like a diverse taste and a lot more, I guess you could say, positive or at least constructive view towards music and how they the music industry works and stuff. Damn, that was quick. We just got here. You didn't even wait to like no. Yeah. Some of them. But yes. So before we start with today's episode and go through with everything as well, just wanted to give like a great shout out and appreciation. I appreciate you, bro, for taking the time to come out and everything as well too.
Hey man.
Hey, my brother. Come on.
I appreciate you, man.
Come on, man.
It's an honor to be here.
Hey, look, man, I'm here for the energy and I'm here for the vibes, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You funny, by the way. Like, I ain't going front, but you had me.
Me?
Yes, you, bro.
What?
Okay, bro. You had me before we even started and everything. So, but before we get started into like today's or anything, do you mind just giving like, a quick introduction to who you are and maybe like a social media or platform we can find you at just in case too?
All right, cool. All right, my name is Justo. I go by the stage name Justo Ontario. And I'm a singer, songwriter, artist, and producer that is based in New York. I'm originally from the DMV, Virginia. Shout out to Dale City. And yeah,
all right.
I do what I do when I do how I do it.
He's a self-made man,
and he do it well. Come on now.
I appreciate that.
Of course. So I'm like, we gonna let you sit and say, hey, as y'all know how we do usually on the cast. Everybody else is chilling for a bit, so we gonna reacclimate. But before we get into any things like light interviews and stuff like that, I wanted to ask all of you guys personally, like when y'all think of like music and composition, like who comes to mind when you think of this is either a great producer or this is a great artist? Just anybody from any genre. I'm curious to what you think.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I agree on that for sure.
Stevie Wonder.
Like the first one that comes to mind?
Yeah.
Masayoshi Soken.
Okay. So now we have a lot more of like more classical and a lot more like traditional takes on that. That's fire. Why would you say Stevie though?
Stevie.
Yeah, bro, go ahead.
I feel like Stevie is like he's the god of music. Like everything he makes is like filled with everything you would want in music type thing. It's got rhythm, it's got soul, it's got substance. And like he got some shit that's also like mad playful and just like you can tell he's just having fun, type shit too,
I definitely feel like that's because he's low key like the next Beethoven. He don't see music when he write it, he feel it.
Exactly.
Feel it. Exactly. That's why it's full of soul and rhythm and it's got his identity in it.
Exactly. Exactly, man. I totally agree.
I'm not gonna front. A lot of times, like when I hear stuff in general, either from classical or nowadays, I don't just like I try to embody that sense, that moment in time from when it's created. It's just like, where the fuck did he get this idea to cook like this? And it was just a matter of, it wasn't a matter of cooking, it was a matter of expression. He was just like, this is how I feel, view sounds in the world, and this is how I can interpret it to a way that you guys can see that. And that was fire. I'm not gonna front. Because a lot of times when you think about a lot of these classical composers or anybody else who made like music beforehand, that everybody the samples are basis off, it's just like, bro, this is the 4/4/4 pattern. This is that 8/16. These are the bars in between. This is like, poetry and work. But realistically, it wasn't the full embodiment of a message and of just a time era and piece. In this case, it was just like, if you think about like, it's who he is as an individual and like historically wise and everything as well, you don't just see like a man that was, challenged because of any disabilities or anything. You see a man that made music, not only his means, his art, but his medium to like success and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was fire. Because realistically speaking, every single time where I close my eyes, like realistically, and I'm just like, this motherfucker's seeing notes. And it's just like, yeah, he cooked with this one. It's like, all right, bro, I can't even, like, all jokes aside, like, that's fire.
I forget, was he made blind or was he born blind?
I think he was born blind.
Nah, I think he might have been. He became blind. I think I remember he became blind. If I remember right.
That's actually pretty interesting.
Let me look it up real quick just so that we got our facts straight.
Yeah.
Fair.
You're right. That's the thing about nowadays. Look, hold on. Let's look that.
Hey, facts. He's like, we might get roasted by the internet. Damn. We own these uncultured swans.
Stevie Wonder was not born blind, but lost his sight shortly after birth. Born 6 weeks premature in 1950,
I would
he
consider
developed
that being born
retinopathy
blind.
of prematurity. So yeah, he was essentially
Born
born blind.
blind. All right. So we got the technicalities on that one. We'll be all right. Come on.
Alright, so yeah, that essentially. Wow, yeah, he was just he
Yo,
was
he
feeling
was
up the
feeling it.
piano. He was like molesting the keys.
That's not how that works.
And like he was making it sing, gang. It was like, baby, sing to me.
Hey, go ahead.
I have something totally unprofessional to say after this. After when we're done off the stream, this is gonna be fucking wild. Who else did you think? Who would you think of Jeremy? My bad. I'm sorry.
Like the first person that comes into my mind,
Yeah.
has to be Kendrick. I'm sorry. That guy is a lyrical genius.
Mm.
It's either that or MF Doom. MF
Ooh.
Doom is so good at music in general. I feel like he reached a peak that nobody really noticed until he passed away,
Yeah.
and that's when
That's
they started
fair.
really enjoying his music.
I feel that too. I feel like a lot of times if people forget that, like, besides
I
the
didn't
face
even know
expression-
who MF Doom was until he died.
Exactly.
Really? That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Nah,
He made so much shit that you've seen either throughout everyday life or through like
He
either
was a
TV
super,
shows
bro.
and everything too, bro. You dead ass. I'll play some of it before and he's like, yo, what was this? And I'm like, bro, he did like maybe like 2 or 3 themes for like
Yeah.
shows and everything, and as well as like his whole like discography is fire.
He made like a couple of songs for TV shows and stuff like that.
Oh,
Like,
word?
yeah,
Yes,
he
bro.
was very popular amongst music, but he wasn't he didn't get that fame as a musician.
I mean, that's because he always said it at like a different like standpoint. It's like he wasn't necessarily like that mainstream guy because he's like, that's not my
Yeah.
direct appeal for things. Because like his personal values and everything was more of a matter of like for like growth and more of a personal aspect versus less of like, oh, I need money, I need it. Not that was never his vibe,
And he did collab with Gorillaz.
Of course, but a lot of the media that came from like when we were coming up and everything as well came from like an introspective sense of music and everything as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a matter of I need this corporate, I need this main deal, I'm signing away this. It was more of a matter of I'm spitting my mind, I'm speaking my mind, I'm making music how I want, and however you're gonna digest it, you're gonna take it. And it worked very well back then, because it's not as censored as media now and music now. Everything is just like way different, like on that aspect,
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I was saying. I'm glad you brought up lyricists, because like I will always say this, but Andre 3K is one of the people that pops up in my
He is
mind.
a really good lyricist.
Look, man, I'm not gonna front. And in terms of like the things I've heard and like his acclimates, I'm like, this is fire. When he, thank you, good man. Anyway, no, that was me.
No, he gently
Yeah.
tapped me with his foot. My fault, bro.
No,
I
kick him.
gently tapped his foot.
No, kick him. But yeah, no, like literally, I remember there's at least like 3 different songs where like not in just in between the songs, but in between the stanzas, the different rhyme schemes and everything he used in there, literally was pure poetry. But it was something that was like digestible, and I'm like, oh, this is fire. And in terms of like that,
Yeah.
when he dropped that, remember everyone was like, yo, Andre 3K dropping, and he dropped the whole flute. Yo, bro, on the album, everybody was like, alright, this is heat, son, for like 2 or 3 months straight.
I would consider him like a real musician though. Like he wasn't.
That's
just a
what I'm saying.
lyricist.
Nah,
I'm
he's
not
a
just saying
musician.
lyricist. I'm saying musician, like a
He's a
producer and everything.
musician. Even like the shit that like I don't know if you know the shit he did with like Khalees and then that damn Class of 3000 soundtrack.
Yeah.
That soundtrack, I don't care what nobody say. Like that shit is low key like the Love Below Part 2 in my opinion.
Oh,
Because
100%.
that
Bro.
shit was
Come on,
like
that shit was tough.
you can tell it was some shit that he probably might have kept for maybe he's about to use for himself, but just used it for the show instead.
Oh,
Yeah.
1,000%. And then,
100%.
bro, I was so mad when they was like, yeah, we're not airing this, we canceling this. And I was like, why would y'all do this? And don't get me wrong, there was like certain restraints around what they was doing and everything as well too. But I'm like, this was literally the best way to get kids into like a lot more understanding of music and media, and also have a way where it's a lot more relatable and fun. And that was literally Andre 3K was the perfect man for the job. Because don't get me wrong, he wasn't like no crazy actor or anything, but his directiveness and energy. If y'all seen the shows, he's one funny motherfucker. Like, if y'all have not seen Class of 3000, y'all need to see that shit. It's fucking hilarious.
Honestly, I feel like
Hell yeah.
R. Kelly was on that same level. Like he was trying to reach to that same level.
Hey. Don't look at him like that. Listen,
No,
we
but-
separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, the art from the
hopefully
artist.
you can separate the piss from the people.
The level of funniness was, they were on that same level, but obviously, you know, that guy did what he
Shut
did.
the fuck up, bro.
But 3K was still, was better in that term.
Okay.
But I feel like he was trying, like, RK was trying to
He called
compete
him
in that
arcade. I ain't
sense.
never heard that.
Bro sound like he know him personally.
Yeah,
Yo, let's go
that's my
arcade.
bucket.
Oh my lord, no.
Yo, bro, you know they jacking that you pissed on that girl. Bro.
Yo,
Like,
you
come on
remember
now.
that 14-year-old? Whoa, not in
whoa.
public.
What? Let me stop.
I mean, it's concrete
Alright.
evidence that he did
Look.
that.
All right, let's not. But
Alright.
anyway, I can see what you mean though in terms of that. But personally,
Yeah.
if I want to put it in more of a sense of like directiveness towards like initiatives and making music, that's entirely different from I guess you could say like direct cultural impact. The reason why I just like when I think about it, because Andre 3K not only makes music, not only plays instruments, not only produces beats and everything as well, but he also like does this in a way where it can like it makes an amazing story, but it also has a lot more a deeper meaning in the sense of his creation.
Mm-hmm.
I will not make any comments about Mr. PP Jones, so we're gonna don't worry about it. But I'm gonna leave that one all the way to the side. But like at least when I think of that, or when I hear music or see composition, that's well. But another person too that would be like my that's honorable mentions would be Pharrell. Pharrell has done some great work.
Honestly, yeah,
Pharrell
Pharrell was really good.
That man has made.
I think he made banger after banger. I don't think he has one bad song.
He never misses.
I don't think
he
that man
never
misses,
misses.
Of course.
I don't think so. What was it? What was the movie company that works for him every single time?
Pixar?
Yeah, he made Pixar billions, fucking millions, billions.
Are you talking about for like this Despicable Me shit?
Yup.
Yeah.
You know how much money he made?
Oh
off
my
that?
god.
Yeah, like from
know
the
all
song
about
Happy.
Will
Oh, no,
group
I'm
be
good.
tonight?
Trust me,
That's
I'm
the
good.
question.
Yeah.
Like
That soundtrack, yo.
Yo, bro.
I think it's the
shit.
most
Yeah,
popular
shit,
one.
I think so.
But I'm gonna tell you now, I'm gonna be biased. Like
Go ahead, bro.
I'm a Pharrell Neptune's.
Oh, so
I'm-
you was here for the good
I'm
time.
a what do you call it? I was in the Star Trek form.
Ooh.
Yeah, the nigga I was. You know.
Say that.
So like anything that dude do, I don't know. I'm a soul fan. Anything he does, I like it.
Hey, look, what's not?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I
If-
don't think he made one bad song.
I
he
don't.
there's
if-
not one Pharrell song that I've ever listened to that was not a banger.
Like, don't get me wrong. You might have been mad because they played it too much, but that's how good of a song it is that it got that many replays. There is. How about this? One? If you guys can find me one Pharrell song that you're like, yeah, nah, I'm not messing with this, bro. One of those, bro.
Well, I will admit he did have a couple tracks on that.
that
song,
was
but
weak,
that was
but
like-
but no. Don't say did you hate it or he's like, nah, this is kind of weak though.
I ain't.
See that? See that?
hate it, but
Mm-hmm.
it had the potential to be hated.
Yeah, I'm dead.
It had the
It's the
potential.
portfolio. though.
It could have been way worse.
Potential album,
But-
0 haters, 0 hits, 7 miss it. No, I'm kidding.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yo.
But I mean, I see what you mean though. It's like if we're looking at a whole discography, it's like yeah, you got some weak ones in there. But I'm saying like if overall project, I don't.
Nah, yeah. For
he
the
didn't
most
drop the
part,
ball,
You
bro.
know, yeah.
You know, come on now.
I mean, it's rare when you get an artist who only pumps out bangers. Everybody who's just starting is like, oh, you know, we're playing that Thomas the Tank Engine whistle garbage, like them trash beats you be seeing on YouTube, where it's like you'll
Yeah.
play my beat twin and it's nothing but like slide whistles and cartoon noises. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, I think every artist goes through that phase, but I really feel like after you make your first big hit, it really matters after that.
You're right.
Because
if it doesn't get to
the
your head,
studying phase.
if
I
it doesn't
mean-
get to your head,
My whole thing is this: a lot of people. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, I was gonna say because there's a lot of like one hit wonders, like Go To You, like somebody I used to know. That song is a banger, absolute banger, but it's the only song that he got really.
Take On Me by Aha.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking about like for like talent versus composition, I feel like a lot of these people have like a great way to utilize their talent, but they don't have the means to directly compose something that's nice. For example, you know how a lot of artists will be like, hey, this person wrote the song for me. Or they'll be like, yo, I made this song. Like, you know how like they're like, oh, Beyonce and Rihanna popped up, like pass on 3 or 4 different songs that are hits now that are performed by somebody else.
Mm.
It's the same concept. It's just like, hey, we have so much great talent, so many people who can perform these things. But guess what? They chose not to take these opportunities. So be it. Boom, it goes to the next person. But not everybody can make that song.
I agree. On
Yeah.
that.
It's
And-
hard. Go ahead.
And one thing that I keep on hearing nowadays, like that I'm hearing from like people who are vets in the industry and everything, they're like, you lucky to even get one hit.
Mm-hmm.
You lucky to even get one hit. So if you have one hit, like that shit, even if think about certain people who literally have only had one hit and like they've never needed to do anything else.
Can I
especially
interject
now.
real quick? Because I feel like it's not that hard to get a hit depending on the demographic you're trying to reach. Because like the Wiggles, bro, fruit salad, yummy, yummy.
All right.
Like,
Brainwashing the
all
children.
the kids, bro.
Okay.
All the kids was on that shit,
You
gang.
leave the
Like,
Coco
hey,
Melon
go
kids
ahead.
alone.
Come
You're
on,
not
bro.
wrong, though,
I'm
like,
telling you, it depends on
Everybody
the
remembers
demographic.
Diego and Diora. Like,
Alright.
Diora?
Dior.
Pop Smoke? What's going on here?
Yeah, I was listening to Dior a little while ago.
That's crazy.
Shit.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers Diego and
Dora, Dora, the Explorer.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
That's the song. Is at the,
Dragon Tales.
Well, that one isn't as popular.
That's fair.
Because them, I'm not gonna say that.
All right.
Them don't count. We talking about music. Them lullabies and shit.
That's lullabies or music, nigga.
I mean they are, but I get you. But at the same time, we talking about the other music.
The adult shit.
The adult shit. All
We're
right.
not talking about the brainwash.
But that's why.
children.
But that's why I
STA,
said it.
that
It
ass
depends on the demographic because
Yeah, you're-
you know the hit could be a hit with the kids. It could be a hit with the mids or a
Okay.
hit with the
Wait,
unks.
But
You
nah,
know,
it's still,
I got
nah, I
it.
will tell you it takes certain stuff, certain elements, and certain song structure, because and then intention, whatever intention behind it, because there are sometimes there are songs that are really dope, but the people didn't choose it.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
There's times where they're like, "Oh, this is fire," and
Like
nobody might
there's
not play that.
there's certain songs where like, okay, all right, this song then blew up, and then they put out another song, and the people are like, not that one, but boy, when you made this one,
This was
And
your
then-
peak, bro.
you
I
know,
feel like
you know
that's
the
how
episode of
Drake is.
SpongeBob.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
when, he,
You should have me spent.
when Squidward kept on trying to come out during the talent show and
That
shit.
shit, that shit wasn't happening for him, bro. He knew damn well that shit
I
was
feel like
happening.
that's Drake's songs, to be honest. Like that's my.
Oh.
opinion. I feel like Drake has like some really woo, and then the next song is like.
I will say
Well,
lately it's been like that.
Yeah.
I would argue all his albums been like that. Honestly.
After a
What?
certain
I
time
would
period.
All of them?
I
Bro,
would
you
argue
gonna
all
say
of them.
that
I ain't gonna.
about artist of the decade?
Yeah.
man?
And
Come on.
I
The
would.
earlier half was
Nah.
his best decade.
Nah, I'm-
All I gotta say,
completely
if
fucking with
you're
you.
producing 30 songs and only 5 of your songs is a hit, if you look at that, that's a terrible odds.
God
But
damn, that's 10 points.
Drake got more than 5 songs that's a hit though.
No, he's saying
No,
like on an
he does-
album.
On an album, he doesn't have more than 5
But
songs.
that's
than that
almost
hit.
everybody though.
Almost everybody.
We were
know?
just talking about
Hold
Pharrell.
on.
Wait. We just was talking about Pharrell.
And I
Yes,
got
but like not
I-
every song on like
I got a female singer that's also very popular. Katy Perry is a very popular singer. Every song that she made in her album has been a hit.
what even the album fillers.
Not that one.
That's what I'm saying.
That one was.
Yeah.
Like they
But I think like everybody has their fall off point. Like even Eminem. Eminem was like a top rapper. My bad. But he fell off recently. Like some of his recent albums, they weren't hits like they were before.
I'll give it to
Well,
you, but that's
yeah.
demographic. Like you said, it's like a matter of like feeding the media in a sense of time and needs and what they're looking for.
So
That's
yeah,
it.
because with he's no longer Slim Shady. Remember, he's trying to kill Slim
Yeah,
Shady, and
yeah,
that was
Mark
like
from
what that's what the whole album was about that he had released recently. And you know,
I wouldn't even say recently.
The album,
Wait, it's Slim
relatively.
Shady?
that album was relatively
What
recent.
happened, bro?
is Slim Shady like the funny him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Slim
Slim Shady
Shady.
is supposed to be his like unhinged.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Oh no, I missed
like
the
his
funny one.
He's
un-
bring that
I
back.
missed the funny one.
yeah.
and then what? Marshall Mathers is supposed to be him.
Hey,
It's supposed to be him. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the lyrical.
Yeah, a lot more. of the-
And like for people who grew up with him and like understood what his music was and what is now, they're like, damn, this shit bangs. But like for all the new generation kids who's like from like 15 to 18 now, they like, get this nigga canceled.
I think
Like-
Kamikaze was a good album.
I
I
mean,
think that was a really good album.
I don't think there's any issues with like the album in terms of like how he made the music and where it was proposed, but more of a matter of, like you said, like an era and time of shifting.
Mhm.
We are no longer in the sense of like longer term content and or music forms. Because if you guys realize this, every artist that has been dropping or been popping and everything as well, there is no longer 3 to 4 minute songs. There are no longer ciphers. There's no longer beats with 4 to 5 features. There is not really a sense of like for example, one of my favorite albums of all time, My Dark Twisted Fantasies, bro. Or one of the best songs, arguably, of one of like, their compositions from that time period, Monster, which had like 4 or 5 artists on there, from Kanye, Rick Ross,
Monster was
Nicki
pretty good.
Minaj, and Jay-Z. That is 4 artists. So nowadays, most of the songs you consuming, has 1 to 2 artists, 2.5 artists, and they're around 2 minutes to 2 to 3 minutes time.
Yeah, the half is the artist producing the beat, by the way.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So now, to be like fully transparent, that sound, that time that it takes to consume music is shortened. It's not the same. So
Yeah.
Eminem would not really survive in the demographic, and he mentioned it on a lot of his music.
Yeah,
That
you mentioned
he's
Kamikaze.
not here for that. That's y'all like it. Y'all will like some of his songs. We get it. And he's like, hey, look, this will always be me. This is how my music hits and portrays. I
Yeah.
might make a bop for you guys, but my music is my music. My fans like my fans. And I'll tell them, hey, this era of me doing this shit is over. And that's fair. I think you need to be able to flex, grow with the times, to be not just prominent, but be a lot more authentic as an artist. And that's fine.
Yeah, and plus, like, I'm not surprised that like his music might not be big as it is today, because every artist, they got their wave, they got their time. It was their time when they was at they, and then we see it all the time. It's not
Lil Uzi.
everybody.
I don't know. My goat
You
stays.
said what?
I said Lil Uzi.
Nah.
He's starting to fall off.
My
low-key.
goat stays, bro. He just didn't
Nice.
drop anything, bro. That's
Is that time? Is that time?
It's not, bro. You wanna know
was
how I
trying-
know? Because he still got y'all bopping your hips. If I play that song right now, bro, y'all all gonna do the dance. Stop playing with me.
I
But
probably won't, but
ah,
I'm gonna bob my head though.
see, look at that. Like this shit hard though. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no. You good.
Of course. And this is what I'm saying, bro. It's like hey, because that shit bop. Anyway, but you see what I'm saying? So that's more of a common shift of like how stuff is.
Yeah.
And now that's like excluding cancel culture. That's excluding like a huge level of like difference in terms of musical taste. It's just a general of like, hey, this fits for the now and this fits was not. Like for real, I am so glad I have not heard any crazy slander from the Taylor Swift community for all of the slander you guys have done on this podcast. So that's why I'm just like,
What?
don't even. So don't. So like,
Wait, the Swifties be trying to cancel the podcast or something?
no.
Like,
But sometimes y'all be wilding. But like
Hey,
realistically.
Taylor Swift isn't a good singer in my opinion. Just saying.
Okay. All right. Now we might get. Canceled.
whoa, we're
But,
definitely
Even-
gonna get canceled.
Even
now.
her.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, all 1.5 billion of her fans are about to storm this room.
Wait, make sure y'all like and subscribe it first.
For real.
Facts. Before y'all come anywhere near here.
Unpopular opinion. I think Taylor Swift is garbage.
Dislike, unsubscribe. That's what the Swifties are
I
gonna do.
think Katy Perry is better than Taylor Swift in my opinion. That's all I'm saying.
You talking? Let me not. That's like.
Like they're gonna use like fucking what's the
Confetti on me?
thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're
No,
gonna use
what's the
confetti.
thing that Facebook uses for their
Grenades?
facial identification? Fucking I don't know, but they're
Sledgehammers?
gonna use that and they're gonna find where you live and they're gonna knock
doxing
your
you, Jeremy.
kneecaps
They're
out,
doxing
bro.
you.
Man,
Yeah.
you know how these fans be nowadays, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
You
that's
seen
true.
that show called Swarm?
Yeah, I
Oh,
seen it. I seen it.
All I'm
They be on
saying,
that shit.
they
No,
like
It's always been
parasocial.
like that. Look at Michael Jackson fans. When Michael Jackson was at the peak, every Michael Jackson fan was like, if they weren't there trying to touch him, they were doing something wrong. They're like, yo, you don't love Michael Jackson. What's wrong with you? It's like-
Parasocial
right.
relationships are scary,
which
bro.
I don't get. Don't get me wrong. I love Michael Jackson.
No,
think
I would ask people the same thing. What's wrong with you?
Damn.
I love
Maybe
Michael
not like
Jackson.
Michael Jackson. It's Michael
But
Jackson.
I understand, but it's like there's a level of obsession.
There's
no
a
reason
difference
to be-
between liking him and liking him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like, I love his music. I don't love him.
You didn't try to Shimon his he.
Yeah, I don't want to Shimon his he's. You know.
That's fair, bro.
Shimon
So you don't like Michael Jackson?
No, I like
No.
Michael Jackson.
No, he likes
doesn't
Michael Jackson.
like
He just don't
Michael
love
Jackson.
Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
I love his music.
You
I
don't love
what-
Michael Jackson, dog.
Oh my lord! You see, that's the type of shit we talk about. That's the type of shit we talking about. Like, you're not trying to suck my goat's dick. Hey,
Wait. Okay, bro. I don't even know how.
I love Michael Jackson. I don't want to love Michael Jackson. You know what I mean?
so you don't want to love the
You said,
goat?
wait, you don't want to love him.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait, so you want to love him?
What is going on? Well, all
We're
right.
getting off topic.
All
We're
right.
getting off topic.
All right, we leave that man alone. Okay, actually, whoever leave whoever alone. This is not the vibe, gentlemen. It's not the vibe.
All right, so bringing it back on topic
Reel this
because
back
you
in.
you asked Jeremy, you asked I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Justo.
Justo. You asked Justo, and you asked me, but you only covered 2 out of the 3.
Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead,
we
bro. Go
got-
ahead. I'm
we
so
got-
sorry.
Me personally, the first artist or like the first composer, lyricist, singer songwriter that comes to my mind when I think like the word genius is Masayoshi Soken from Square Enix, the guy who makes the Final Fantasy 14 soundtrack. Now hold on. I'm not glazing. I'm not advertising. I'm not saying the free trial goes up to Stormblood. You can hit level 70, whatever. You know, I'm not doing the copy pasta. I'm just saying that genuinely, in my opinion, Masayoshi Soken is a goated artist. First of all, my goat beat cancer. He beat cancer. He was in his hospital bed when he composed one of the toughest songs in Square Enix history. My goat. But also, when you really listen to his music and you take the time. By the way, this is from Heaven's Word onward when we're talking about the game, because I think, if I remember right, it was Soken who was an understudy and Nobuo Uematsu was doing the most of A Realm Reborn. We all know Uematsu, the GOAT, Kingdom Hearts, most of Square Enix in general. You know, Final Fantasies 1 through 10. I don't know if he did 11, 12, 13, and onward.
I can look it up. I don't think so.
But Masayoshi Soken, his music, first of all, it fits every scene that you experience in the game to a T. The emotion, my God, I've cried about 4 times playing Final Fantasy 14 alone, and it was the music, the emotion from the acting, but we're just mostly talking about the music right now. The music is what really hits. Especially like during the boss battles. Edge of Tomorrow, that song that I was talking about that he composed while he was in the hospital. Wonderful song, amazing. Some people might get a little annoyed because there is a clock ticking in the background. I think it's used as a metronome, or it's just part of the song. I don't know if it's actually used as the metronome, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. But it is agreed to be one of the best songs in his discography. He makes the music for the environment, the boss battles. Koji Fox is a lyricist who works with him, who's done some of the lyrics for some of his songs, like in his Raid series and everything. My thing is though, just check out Masayoshi Soken on Spotify, and you'll because not everybody, I don't think anybody aside from me in this podcast has played Final Fantasy 14, or listened to Masayoshi Soken. But
I mean, you know,
Dabble.
I dabble a little, yeah.
Okay.
I'm hip with the kids.
Okay.
All right, no, I'm kidding.
Damn.
kidding.
no,
Okay.
that has him though.
Damn.
All right.
I got 7 nephews.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
shit.
Oh shit! My
Seven
fault.
nephews is
My
crazy.
fault.
Yeah, goddamn. He
I
professional.
didn't know about your game, gang. I'm sorry.
Facts.
But yeah, I definitely say check him out. If you're like a really musical composition nerd.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask you. So he's the composer behind all of the everything you just
Yeah, he's a composer,
Gotcha.
musician, singer, songwriter, producer. You know, everything.
Does he have songs where he's singing on the game, or just mostly like compositions? Instrumentals?
I don't know if he's actually sang. Yeah. So remove singer, just songwriter.
Okay. Gotcha.
But
Like, music
But that's
composer.
fire though.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
That,
composer.
well, I'll tell you this: if there's one thing, I might not, like, I don't play Final Fantasy, but I know how Final Fantasy look and I know how it sounds.
When you think most people when
Feels
they
like a
think
memorable thing.
Yes.
when they think sounds of Final Fantasy 14, sorry to cut you off.
No,
When they think the sounds of Final Fantasy 14, they go back to the victory fanfare, you know, the or they go to One Winged Angel,
Well, that shit was tough, though. Say what you want. That shit was
you know,
Yes, that shit is tough.
That is.
Say what you want. But
and you know those are just the most
got a
popular. Those are just the most popular things that people think of when they think Final Fantasy. Nobody really thinks of games 2 through 6 or you know 8 through 16 now.
They're
and
still making them.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're still making them.
well, technically, the last few.
the last main title was 16, 14, and 11 are MMORPGs.
Yes.
So they're just they're what's the term?
What do you mean?
Not
The actual classification?
no.
What are you talking about?
Fuck, what is it?
The form of game, or are you talking about the genre? What do you
Live service. There we go.
okay.
It's a live service game.
mean? Okay.
So you know, it's constantly getting updated.
Damn.
You know, we're getting expansions anywhere between 2.5 to 3 years, and
It's more like Eternal Fantasy.
yeah.
That's all.
that Final Fantasy wasn't so final,
Right.
gang. That's all I'm saying.
Got 16.
And
I got a question.
what's up?
When you think of like a theme or something like Final Fantasy, when you beat the boss and it goes what's like the first thing that pops in your
Oh,
head?
you mean like a melody or like a
Like
theme song or
yeah,
something
like
else?
a melody, because those are composers making
Yeah,
music.
they're
Yeah,
making
you
it.
know that
It's
that
just,
that
so
Like
much-
a
like
jingle that always like associates.
that you associate with the series.
yeah.
Honestly,
damn.
Oh, you talking about like, okay,
A
like,
jingle, like you
like-
know,
yeah, like something that's like a signature of a series.
you know, like how the GameCube when you turned it on back in the day, it had the little G that was going around.
Or-
Super
or-
Mario.
Oh, like
Yeah.
yeah.
the giant on Pokemon when you want a giant.
Or
That
you
one?
think about the Pokemon Center.
The Pokemon Center.
Oh,
Ah. Hey, that shit. Yo, what's
good,
going
twin?
on? Welcome to the shop, big man. Click up and drink it, brother. Bro, nah, you right. I think for me, it's the the question block in Mario Kart. That's the only thing I think.
That's
That
not
shit.
really like we were.
It's
talking
not
about,
a full melody, but it's like a memorable sound for me. I guess.
Oh,
you could say.
okay.
It's-
'Cause,
it's-
like if we're, I was thinking like for
Oh,
you,
like a victory melody type.
yeah,
thing?
yeah. Well, I was gonna say for him, it would probably be like one of Persona's, but Persona changes every game. So, you know,
Yes.
it goes from din 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 like
Yeah. That's
to
different. That's
fucking.
Oh.
Oh,
The damn GTA shit.
different. Woo!
San
fact.
Andreas.
Oh yeah. The
I know
Mission
he's like-
Passion. Yo, that shit was. The Mission Passion. Bro, that shit is iconic.
Respect earned.
Respect are your facts. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of mine, because like for me, I play so many games where I can't really think of just one. But I know for sure for me it's definitely like Super Mario World. Well, not World, but like
Yeah.
Super Mario in general,
Okay.
where like you reach the final flag and it's like that's like the most memorable thing in my head, because it's just like that theme. It felt like like actual victory.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the whole point of being a composer or making anything in general has to be that feeling and accomplishment coming together to like signify some greatness, either time, history, or achievement.
Yeah.
You know how crazy that shit is? That like off of a sound, you can like, yo, I remember that. Yo, I know that.
Yeah.
That direct like affiliation, association with shit is what makes you great, regardless of if you're composing like music, melodies, jingles, or anything like that. That's what makes you you.
Hell yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
before we was talking about those one-hit wonders and shit, but I'm not gonna lie. For that time period, they had it.
No, that's the thing. Say like Aha Take On Me. He wasn't popular until the 2000s, and that song
course.
was made in the
Who?
19 like
Take
Take
on
Oh, okay,
me.
I
Yeah.
make make sure that I thought it might have been the new or something.
Nah,
Nah,
it's called
please.
the song.
The artist is called Aha. The song is called Take on Me.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love that song.
that song wasn't popular when it came out. It became popular later.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Think about also Smash Mouth, Shrek.
Oh yeah.
Somebody once told me the world like.
Nah, but that song was popular when it came out and from Shrek.
Yeah, but Shrek doubled down on that, bro. 'cause
Yeah.
he
He
was-
doubled
Shrek
down
made
on
that,
it,
doubled
but,
down.
but that song was a big song. Like that was a big song when that
Yeah,
came
but
out.
they weren't really popular until Shrek made it popular.
I mean, they
No,
did have their views, right?
I'm trying to tell you that song was everywhere when that song came out. It's still to this day, even in stores
Yeah.
and shit.
True.
Like
Yeah.
Rest
that
in
song-
peace, the lead singer. by
Oh
the
yeah,
way.
facts.
Yo, indeed, yo. But yeah, that was a big song when that came out. I was like 8, 9 when that song came out. That was huge.
Damn. Oh.
Hey, hi, easy on me now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
nah.
fucking with you. I'm fucking
But-
with you.
but
Hey, I
that's-
don't mind. I don't mind.
Hey, look. But
Nah, there's some niggas who would shoot me in the mouth for calling.
Get
them
him!
Like,
Nah.
Yeah, me.
Niggas like,
Look, I don't mind because I'm literally an unk.
yeah.
He been literally called uncle. Like it's
Right.
alright.
my F. But yeah, nah, cause like once I sat down and thought about it, I'm like, damn, cause these are literally like generational classics just off of that bass sound alone, which is amazing. And that's what I'm like, all right, like that ass. I'm not going front. One of my guilty pleasures, and I'm like, all right, you may be a one-hit wonder, but you did your thing with that jingle. It's either if it's not Fetty Wap, it's yup,
Wait, what?
Fetty Wap.
yup.
You said wait.
One-hit wonders that I'm like, it's technically a
He
guilty
wasn't a
pleasure.
wonder.
He's definitely a one-hit wonder.
He, my nigga.
Don't you dare bring up that new Fetty shit where he dropped when he went back.
But
to the
but
classics.
again was like really.
Fetty Wap. Do you know Fetty Wap? He holds like a record for like having 3 records on Billboard at the same time or some shit.
during
like
that time period.
But
That's why I was like, come
he
on.
wasn't a one hit wonder because he had like 3, 4 hits.
3, I'll give you 3. I'm not.
So 1 and 3, 2 different numbers. That's
Touche. That's too much.
so he a 3-hit wonder.
Deal. I'll give you that. And after that, he was no longer on the battlefield. So that's why I was like, all right. But nah, that was like, but I'm saying he literally solidified a spot where it's just like, all right, you got to give him a spot for that. You got to understand what he did for that shit. And I'd be the same thing for a lot of music. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a guilty pleasure. The one thing that I was like, you know what, I'm mad that I listened to, that I still gotta give him his props for, was Little Pump. I was like, why did we do this? Why did we make this an
Lil
era?
Pump?
Yeah.
Who?
Lil Pump.
Yeah.
Oh, Lil.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, why did we give him this? And it's not to say that like he didn't understand the time frame, he didn't get things right, but it's to say that it's just like this is like the lowest form of consumption that we could do.
See me.
I
And he even admitted it because he said it on the interview. He's like, bro, I was fucking around and having a good time with that shit.
And you know what? That's exactly all I
best
look
music,
his
yeah.
music is for. It's like I will admit, do I have any Lil Pump songs in my no?
No.
But when I'm at a party or when I was at functions and that shit came on, I ain't gonna lie, that shit
Yeah, bro.
fit the atmosphere. Like, oh shit, okay, all right, we in here. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, I got 2 words for you.
I'm trying to
You
think.
know Miles. No, I'm kidding.
Stop
Nah.
it.
That
That is nah. We can't do
Yeah,
that,
I'm
bro.
He got popular off of Brain Rot.
Yeah, literally.
you
Like,
said who?
Is a dude. His name is Miles. I don't even call him a real musician at all.
He's a comedy artist.
Yeah,
that is not comedy.
I'm not here.
That don't do it.
no, yeah, don't
Don't
even
even
like.
No, yeah, it's not worth the
Disregard
trouble.
it. The
It's not
second
worth
you
the
get
trouble.
off this couch, bro, forget about it.
The only reason why I know you know Miles is because I have other niggas as friends.
Yeah.
I'm up a niggas.
Yeah, he's other niggas.
They sit there and be like, yo, let's listen to this garbage. And they're like, yes. And I'm like, I can't consume this. I'm good.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if one of my friends put me on him. My friends put me on some
Really
good
bad.
Some terrible songs.
Just on the Scooby Doo ass beat.
Say what you want. The original Scooby Doo
Whoa,
was a
Scooby Doo
banger.
beats with fire.
Facts. I don't know what.
No, I don't
that
mean
was.
Scooby Doo ass beat as in like the actual soundtrack. I mean Scooby Doo as in like, you know, an adjective. Like how niggas be like, yo, this some Looney Tune shit. Nigga. Like
I go front. I think Abe said that about Lil Wayne shit because he did like this, like the last album I made.
Y'all.
No. If you listen to that one of the songs that he made, I don't know what he sampled, but like it was not good. It was like some. I don't know if they was running in the cartoons or some shit, or some sped up Bugs Bunny type shit.
What? I
I'm
gotta hear
dead.
this shit. What's the name of it?
Oh my god, I'm gonna text him right now so you can send me that. You're gonna be like, well, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I don't know, and it just didn't go.
I don't know. I feel like every artist does that though, because you listen
Make a
to
shitty
Playboy
song?
Cardi and you listen to some of his beats, you're like, yo,
No.
what
There's
is
a
he,
difference between like
sampling?
experimental versus just like how did this
It's
get
on
on
his
the
album. He didn't. He didn't experiment.
He
with
experiment.
it. If you went that far to put it on your album,
That's
he was
an
not
experiment.
experimenting.
If
No,
you like,
he experimented and he approved it.
who approved this? Put your hands down. But like, now I'm saying like there was phases because like certain artists have like a level of like exploration and experimentation. Drake was like, hey, I'm gonna drop house music. I count that as experimentation. Party went through like 18 different sounds, sound effects, different styles of like music, genre, and production. Where I'm like, that's experimentation. When Lil Wayne made that song, I don't know how I can justify or relate any of this shit because it's just like.
But I feel like every artist does that though. Like,
But you
have
know,
to
he
try
had his
something
other
new.
pockets where he was like experimenting. and
He's
shit.
Yeah,
he's just washed
I'm just
now.
saying.
where it did work.
Yes.
Like, shit, like
Look,
rock shit.
when I find the song, I'm gonna play it for y'all. You're gonna be like, please turn this off. That's all I have to say.
It's okay. He's washed now. His era
Chill,
is over.
chill, chill.
Yeah, well, he's
He's
not
the- whoa, whoa, whoa.
washed. His
He's-
era is over, but
like
he's not washed.
He still have good
Whoa,
features.
whoa, you gotta
Easy,
take that
easy,
statement
easy, easy.
All right,
You
I
gotta
take it back.
you gotta take-
It's
you
on
gotta-
the ether. I'll grab that shit.
All right, thank you, bro.
Go ahead.
When I tell you this, I'm saying this as a
Bald nigga, bald nigga, bald nigga.
but realistically, bro, I'm saying this not as a sense of like, oh yeah, no, this is. It's like, well, in terms of your work, your genre, your level of experimentation. Because remember, there was a time when Lil Wayne did rock, and that shit was fire. I'm like, I bet say that. His dedication albums, fire. A lot of his other singles, songs, and shit like that, fire. So I'm like, all right.
Didn't Jay Z also do rock as well? Like he
Yeah.
dabbled into the rock.
Yeah, remember he did a bunch of shit with Linkin Park and a
Oh,
couple
yeah,
of ones.
that was dope.
Yeah, I think that.
See what I'm saying?
I think that was like his best hit. Like,
But do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that
in
genre.
terms of experimentation and range as an artist, that's fine. I'm not tripping about that. What I am gonna trip about is the fact of like you purposely put this out, and I don't know where he was going with this.
Stop it.
Get some help. So
I kind of feel like that with like Machine Gun Kelly. I feel like when he makes rap music, it's really bad, but when he goes into rock, it's like, wow, this is actually a really good artist.
Wow, he's okay at best.
No, he's actually really. I would argue he's really good.
I've listened to some of his music. It does not hit. I'm sorry.
Well, it depends on your.
I had one song where I was feeling it 3 years ago, and now that I've matured, I realized this is doo doo.
So this is how I go.
Yeah, for real. Like I could just take it out of the trash and be like, yeah, Machine Gun Kelly. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it
That's
depends
wild.
on the song. Like, I feel like he got a few hits and stuff like that, but it's just that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, it's
I feel
when-
like
it's
in
when
rap
he-
he was terrible. Like honestly,
I
feel
mean,
like he
I'll
was
give you
terrible.
this. He had a couple of good rap
I can't
features.
even tell
He
you.
can rap in some of his songs. Do I think he's a great rapper? No. Do I think he's a talented artist? I would say yes. That's all I have to say.
I feel like, but like to be in music, you have to be a talented artist. You got to be able to understand like
His-
the
And
flow.
he knows how to do trendy stuff.
So
it's
somebody
just
somebody
something
put it
tricky.
very very aptly. I forgot. I gotta see if the video is still in my YouTube history. But he said MGK started as a rapper and converted into a singer, but he kept the monotonousness of being a
Mm.
rapper when he became a singer.
Stop right there. What does monotonous mean?
His monotone.
Gotcha.
Like how he,
like
his verbatim,
it's-
his speech.
yeah, like
Gotcha, gotcha.
Oh, like the baby keeps the same. rhythm,
Yeah,
the same
same
voice.
time.
yeah, just like
Doom, doom,
that
doom.
it
Ah.
just that tone in his voice.
Like
Gunner.
He doesn't
Mm,
express
same
himself when he's singing.
Same thing.
There's no emotion. It's just like it's straight and flat.
Yeah. What's going on?
What's up, Bob?
Oh God. How you know he not
Well-
Dominican?
Oh yeah, papi, que lo que?
I'm dead. But yeah, I like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we want to be a lot more like specific about like how it sounds and like you said towards an artist, but that does not really make you bad, but it makes you a lot more flat and bland. That's why, for example, when he pulled up that shit with Eminem and shit, Eminem was just like, "Nigga, I don't need this. Like, I don't need to address this. I don't need to do anything about this.
Who
bro.
are you?
Who are you?" And it's just like, damn. And it's like, all right.
He really did hit him with that though.
Listen, the
Yeah,
moment
literally.
he mentioned Haley, it was over, gang.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't mention a man's daughter.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's what I'm saying. Like in general, bro. All right, but you know that's at least in the level of like personal artistry and like understanding like your realm, your spectrum, your capabilities. To be talented, bro, you need to be smart because you need to. Oh, okay, let me not say smart. You need to understand trends, and you need to be like a level of relevancy, or the exact opposite.
See,
Like
Smart.
I also think
that's what I'm saying. That's debatable.
Yeah.
for me, I listen to a lot of lyrics. So I feel like when it comes to music and in itself,
Bring
you have
yourself a
to like
little
listen to
closer.
the lyrics itself, depending on the type of music. Because I listen to house music where there's just no music at all. I want to say no music,
listen
but
to
there's
the
no
words and
lyrics,
heard
no
out
lyrics.
house.
No, yeah, like I listen to house music, but I also listen to like actual lyrics. So like one of my favorite artists right now, his name is Mavi, Mavi, and I feel like he's a really good artist. He's on his way to be on a level of like MF Doom or something, but he's more chill with his beat. He's more relaxed. There's no aggression. There's no nothing. He's just really relaxed with his tone, and I feel like artists like him, if you want to like sit down and listen to music while like studying or something, he's like the type of artist you want to listen to, because he also talks about his life in a sense. But like say I want to like party or something, I'll listen to house music where I don't really need to listen
Yeah.
to lyrics. I just listen to the beat.
It's just
and
words.
So like,
It's just-
are we when we're talking about lyricism? Are we talking about like general meaning, feeling? Like,
Yeah, I feel
what-
like if you want to be a rapper or something of that nature, like a rapper singer, you need to have proper lyrics. You
Yeah,
need to have
it's poetry,
something with meaning.
essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
But the thing is, because I am personally not anyone else really in this room. I'm into nerdcore, and
I
so
don't even know what that is.
lyricism in nerdcore is all about like understanding like characterization and getting down traits and emotions to a T. So
Oh, I'm
like
feeling fire like Charizard type.
yeah,
thing?
like
Okay.
kind of like that. Like yeah, like
Okay,
but like the talented ones will fucking include his dex entry from Generation 5 or some shit.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
you know,
I
you
see.
got to really understand.
So you need game
Like,
knowledge.
yeah.
to understand. Okay.
Okay.
I want to call
That's what I mean
Okay.
by like
No, that's fair.
when
I'll-
you're
I'll
talking
put-
about lyricism, are we talking about like meaning, characterization, feeling, or all three?
I feel like if we're talking about in terms of like the actual like definition of it, I guess would be the matter of like the type of literary devices you use when you do things, like
Mhm.
hyperbole,
It depends on
onomatopoeias,
like for
everything
me
as
it
well, you know?
depends on like the type of artist you are, because like say I'll tell you I'm a house music maker, and I'm just making like rap music, and none of it has house beats. Like that doesn't go towards my genre. That's not what I'm telling you I am. I'm basically lying to you of what I am. So like to me, like if you tell me, hey, Lil Wayne is a rapper, and he starts rapping on the beat, and then he made a Millie, and he made six, and he says all that stuff, I'm like, okay, yo, he's a rapper. You got it. Like this is a rapper right here.
Mhm.
But if you tell me like, oh, like somebody like MGK says he's a rapper, he's a singer, and he's just jumping between genres, I can't take him serious. I won't be able to listen to his music. So I'm here like, what are you trying to rap? You trying to sing? What are you
Hey,
trying to do here?
Depending on how well you can do that, I think it's fine to have multiple lanes and talents. It's just a matter of like honing and understanding what you can do.
It's probably you mean like that for him, because there's definitely plenty of artists that do that, and like we love them. Like,
Yeah.
I was about to say.
That-
but just like I see what you mean for him. You know, you saying which pocket did you rock with the most from him?
What MGK?
Yeah,
Like I was just using him as an example, but like I'll say like his rock music is
His
better
rock
than
music.
is better than his actual rap music.
got you.
But
got
like
you,
say
got
somebody like say damn, there's not really people.
There's a lot of
I-
people who sing and they have a verse where they rap.
Yeah.
you.
but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
less of like rap in the sense of like
Like if you told me Katy Perry was a rapper, I wouldn't take you serious. Like I wouldn't.
I mean, because we ain't trying to hear Katy Perry
Yeah.
rap.
Come on.
Exactly.
There's
She's-
a
she's more of a singer.
difference. There's a
But if she
difference
was to-
between being able to rap and being
being
a
a
rapper.
rapper. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
That's the thing that like confuses me. Like I would say the artist I listen to, like Mavi, he's a melancholic rapper. Like he has a tone to him where you could sit there and you could listen to his lyrics and you could actually understand what he's saying. And
Yeah.
he makes sure you understand what he's saying. and I feel like other rappers that are like that, it's like Lil Wayne, Eminem, like those type of rappers. They like Kendrick too. They make you understand what they're saying.
Yeah, like
And-
conscious
and-
lyricists.
Yeah, like conscious
Mm.
lyricists. They basically you could show a 5-year-old this rap and they'll understand like, oh yeah, this is his life or something like that. And I feel like it depends on like a lot of music now. They don't really do that as much as they did in the past.
A lot of music now is just I just fucked up bitch on the hood of my car. Like
Yo, throw tomato wings on that.
Wait, hold on.
Throw
Wait,
tomato
actually,
back.
that might
You
be
was funny
hard.
with that. Look at 3 seconds. You right.
yeah, for real.
Hey,
Don't agree with me. Like, that just shit came off the top of my head.
Let him cook. Let me stop.
Go.
Let's put a beat behind that.
Yeah, fact.
All right, bet.
Or let me stop. But yeah, you're right. And that's honestly why, like, a lot of times when we look at shit and then we see from a perspective of somebody who's like, hey, you ever seen some people who are like actually like really good at either writing, or people who are like really good lyricists, but maybe they may not have the best delivery, cadence, or like, you know, flow for saying things, and they'll sit there and they'll look at the people with like for example, we grew up in like, you know, the short bus the SoundCloud rapper era, where it's like these are just very, very, I guess, easily digestible and, you know, happy sounding words versus like the hard lyricism that came from MF, that came from like Kendrick, that came from like, you know, Emmett, and it's like, all right, that's a whole different, yeah. And that's why it's like, all right, we can see that, and you can see where like there's a whole distinction of like understanding of, is this really music?
God, and man, the way he refers to his headspace as his house. Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
NF
Right.
is really good.
But
That-
do you see
yeah.
what I'm saying? That's like a demographic difference in terms of like understanding how they are interpreting media wise and who they are individually. So
Mhm.
now in the whole game of music as a whole or personal artist interpretation, that's why we're like, we can say that they have their own pockets, but then there's a whole bigger umbrella for being talented.
Mhm.
So like
I would say like Russ fits under that topic where he's able to rap, he's able to sing, he's a multi-talented person.
you said
Like,
who?
Russ, RUSS, yeah.
Russ. Okay.
I feel like he fits well under that genre
okay,
of
it's
like a multi-talented.
of being
person.
Oh,
talented.
he sings
okay.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sings
Oh, I
and
didn't
he
know that.
raps as well. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, like talented. So now my question is this: since we like, you know, kind of loosened up and everything, how would you describe like your view of things when you make your music? When you go about like your creative process, where do you stand? Do you feel yourself as like an individual, or do you feel yourself as a pool against these talented people? Where is your creative process, and how do you feel about these things, man?
Wait, you said a pool against?
Everybody else, like, you know how we just had to talk about how people view themselves either as talented or having a pocket.
Yeah.
How do you describe your music and your creative process?
I guess I would say I'm honestly just making the music that I wish I heard on the radio.
Type shit.
Mm.
Type shit.
No, that's fire.
You know,
That
I
is
think
fire.
that's I think that's a cool perspective to, you know, start with and everything. I mean, just for myself, you know, at least. I mean, if there's anybody else that has the same one, but and from that, like I just be pulling shit from, you know, a lot of times it'll start with just me listening to other artists that I fuck with heavy, you know, or looking at interviews of artists, and yeah, it's usually if I'm like in the crib, like, and I'm trying to get something started, like it's that way. But then of course, like there are times where I'm writing, I get shit from just walking around Manhattan. I do that sometimes a lot too, just walking around Manhattan, like.
I don't mean to interrupt your train of thought.
Yeah, yeah.
But what type of music do you make? Like, I don't mean like the genre. Like, what's the subgenre? Like, if you make hip hop, what kind of hip hop do you make? Like, do you make chill beats? Do you make rage? Like, do you make fucking
R&B
like,
or something?
yeah, R&B? Like, what's the?
I make R&B. And it's like for consumer purposes, I get put in the R&B soul category. Now, there have been times when like people have blogged about me and they call me alternative R&B, which like at first I was like, what the hell is that supposed to be?
What do you mean by that?
But you know, now have a better understanding, because like alternative R&B is, you know, I feel like they're all the artists that are like, this is you singing, yeah, this is R&B, but there's something a little different about you. That's how I look at it, and I don't find nothing wrong with that, you know, because like other artists that are labeled as alternative R&B is like SZA, Frank Ocean,
True.
Miguel, like you know, those are alternative R&B artists, and like I'm cool with sitting next to them.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
for
like
sure.
you know.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Yo, to have like a specific tone with it, like, yeah, no, we know him for sure.
No,
It's
alt music is definitely it can be good. It just doesn't really reach a lot of people in the way that the original does.
I
Like,
mean, I don't
No.
know, because like if you think about it, SZA definitely reaches
Yeah,
out. If you
SZA's
think about it, Miguel definitely reaches out. If you think about
Oh, well,
Frank
no, I
Ocean,
was
literally
talking-
has a back.
I wasn't
like,
talking about specifically alternative R&B or like
You know, you can mean
alternative rap. I was
alternative
talking
in
about
general.
alternative in general.
And
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of.
yeah.
I'll give you this. Granted, it is not as easily consumable as R&B, rap, hip hop, jazz, rock, pop. But the whole point of being alternative is to have that extra sense of play and individuality, where people be like, I know this artist by hand, by heart, and by sound.
Yeah.
I'll say, we'll say that what you said one more time. That alternative, okay, alternative. You're right. It does not. It's not going to get out there as much as everything else. But I feel like we definitely do have those moments where like certain songs, certain alternative songs, like they slip through that crack, and it was like, yo, this shit blew up. One song that popped in my head just now, you know that. This time, baby, I'll be bulletproof. That was like
Bro,
mad alternative to
that
me,
was
because you
mad
usually didn't hear no shit like that on the radio.
And
like,
that shit went crazy.
yeah, yo.
Shit went through the cracks, went crazy.
I think that's one that like slipped through the crack. I'm like, yeah, that was a very
That's what I was about to say, because
I was gonna ask a question. I would say, like, out of all the artists, who's your like biggest inspiration when you do listen to music and you do start composing?
Damn. I mean, it's never just one. There's sometimes it's just like I'm running through different ones certain times of the year, but
R. Kelly. Nah.
Wait a minute.
I'm
Leave
fucking
the
with you.
children
I'm fucking with
alone.
you.
He was talking about interviews and stuff like that. So
God damn it.
I think you broke it.
You're welcome. Fuck.
No, get back into it. Get back into it.
Let me come back.
yeah.
Hey, fight back. When you ready, bro.
What was I about to say? So I guess you've seen it's like this. I'll tell you, these are my like, can I give you like my four elements?
Yeah.
Who like I study still to this day, and from since I was a kid. Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Cliche.
No.
No,
You know, it's a good
he's the king of
inspiration.
pop. Boy.
Yeah, he's
That's not
the king, baby.
that's
Wait, wrong king. Wrong
Wrong
king.
king.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder,
Mm-hmm.
It's a solid choice.
the Neptunes.
Okay.
Neptune. I haven't heard the Neptune.
Haven't heard
It's,
them either.
it's for all of them. Yeah, I
The
heard it. I'll
Neptune?
play-
Oh,
I'll play-
bro. Oh, yeah.
I'll play it for y'all later.
The
yeah.
Neptune. You didn't heard the Neptune. You just don't know it's the Neptune.
Yeah, I probably
see,
don't
that's
know.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They don't know.
And then Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Those are my four. Like
We have
that's
a
my
friend with the
that's
same
my
name.
artist Mount Rushmore right there.
Okay.
You know.
Fire.
Yeah, we talked about the artist the artist run. Yo,
I did it.
the artist
That's all,
Mount Rushmore.
All right, yeah, shut up. Put it on the beat, nigga. The artist,
That's the hardest. Yeah, man.
We talked about the artist Mount Rushmore before.
Yeah.
Hey, you see that? That was a tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast.
Artist Mount Rushmore. Artist Mount
No,
Rushmore.
artist Mount Rushmore before.
Yeah. No, nigga, I'm not gonna struggle with it like you.
Yeah,
With
say
your
it.
fucking speech.
Say it 3 times fast.
Artist Mount Rushmore before. Artist Mount Rushmore before. Artist Mount Rushmore before.
All right.
He said you ain't gonna bring me down with you.
Stop putting me down.
I'm trying to think about it. I thought about it at the top of my head and I said it right out loud.
I don't think he was thinking.
Nah, he wasn't thinking.
He was thinking. He was thinking. Alright.
What was your artist Mount Rushmore?
I mean, it depends, because mine was more of a matter of like we were doing specifically rock, but all time is a little bit hard because I like
I would say yeah. Maybe choose a
a genre or something.
genre,
or
a little
yeah,
bit.
or an era or something.
An
like that.
era for me, if it's like the 2000 eras, then for me, at least because remember, Chicago native wise, it would have to be, obviously, like I'm putting Kanye in there.
You
always.
already know.
You got to put him on there. Since the fact that like, after I shuffled and moved in between back and forth in New York, Jay-Z and Nas had to go on there, which is kind of a flexible in each. And because of like the music I like,
So you're saying Kanye, Jay-Z, Nas?
no, Jay-Z and Nas is like interchangeable. It's like,
Nah, you gotta pick.
nah,
You have to choose.
Nah.
You have to choose.
Yeah, they're chiseled on the rock. You can't just take it off. Nah.
Hey, all right, then I guess they both gonna be boxing, but that's mine.
Do you know how long
They're
it
looking at
took
each
to
other
carve
like
out
that.
George Washington's eye on the mountain, bro? Like,
Yes, and I'm gonna do it again.
you
if I
gotta
got to.
choose.
And then other than that, J. Cole has to be on there for me.
J. Cole?
Yes, 'cause
Type
like I
shit,
said, at least personally. And then the fourth one is always a tough toss up for me because I love like a lot of the artists that do alternative pop or alternative rock, but still stay in a rock lane. At first when I was growing up, it was always, oh yo, I'm listening to Wayne. But afterwards, once I grew up, had a whole bunch of things like that. Because I'm not gonna front with y'all. Pharrell was on there only for the simple fact that he composed a lot of the songs that I listened to, and it's crazy because it wasn't necessarily just rock. And or just pop or just like and I'm just like damn, because once you check to see all of the songs he's written and everything as well too that he might not have done but he gave to them, I was like, yo, you made most of the shit my favorite artists and everybody else either just picked up off the industry or you gave to them, and that's crazy.
True.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a little bit tough personally. I can't find.
Yeah, I mean, we
So
passed the question
far
around?
you
I'm
got.
passing
So
Alright.
far you said,
Passing the buck, yeah.
huh?
No, I was
Passing
asking
the
if
buck.
he's passing the question around the couch.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
That's a
I can
question for
answer if I like.
everybody. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so you done with yours?
Yeah, I'm done with mine, y'all.
So you said
He ain't even finished.
Yup. Keep it going.
Next.
Next. I work here. Come on now.
I'm trying to work here, but
Come on
life
now.
got me
I'm
fucked up.
thinking here.
God
Alright.
damn it, James.
So, are we talking about one specific genre or
Yeah,
like our
if
favorite?
you can pick a genre,
If we can pick a genre,
Yeah.
I would say you're just like your
I would-
top four.
Yeah.
Like
my top four
I got my
personally.
Rushmore. Like,
So, if I were to list it, it would probably be. I gotta go Linkin Park. Linkin Park is classic. But Linkin Park before Chester died.
fair.
Star Set. They're relatively new on the scene, but they're really good. I think they've only been around like a decade so far. So,
Okay.
what did they make? Just out of curiosity.
it's like alternative rock mixed with like techno.
Okay.
And it's also a little bit power metal-y as well, in the sense that it tells a story. That's like what power metal is known for. It's
Okay.
known for telling a story. Speaking of power metal, Dragon Force. I gotta give it to
Ooh,
Dragon
okay.
Force.
All right, that's fair. For rock, definitely up there. Definitely.
And then the last one, it's really hard to choose, honestly, because I don't feel like I can choose a video game artist for this one, because it's not really an artist. It's more like
a composer.
not a composer, a team, like a company.
Okay, okay.
It's still.
I mean, it's
something you
yours.
listen to.
I don't know
Yeah,
how the
it's
fuck
yours.
we'll put them on the mountain comfy, but like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like
They there.
there's a whole bunch of people.
And so
You
if
might have to
we're-
put their name up there.
if we're keeping with the genre for this Mount Rushmore, then I've got to give it to Divide Music. He's a nerdcore artist that really specializes in like rock and metal, sometimes softcore, sometimes hardcore, but he generally stays in that sphere,
Okay.
and that's honestly my top four.
All right. That's
Hey.
valid.
What's your top four?
I
He just
told
did
you.
that.
Oh,
He-
yeah,
that's how
you
we
just
got
did
here. He wasn't
for the new. No, okay. My top four.
Yeah, yours, man.
Mine. I listen to him too much. It's Lil Uzi. I love Lil Uzi.
Uzi.
Definitely one of my top
So it's Kanye.
My fourth one, I don't know. It's either like if I really have to do, it probably has to go to Cole, bro. It probably has to go to Cole.
That's fair.
All right,
like
J. Cole.
Hey,
I want to.
Jermaine
Yeah,
Cole.
But like I don't know. I listen to a lot of Kanye.
Nothing
I listen to a lot of Kendrick. Dang, that's hard. Like
Hey, look, man.
nah,
I can't
actually,
think,
so
bro.
am
I won't give it to. I have to give it to Kendrick. I listen
Thank
to
you.
too many Kendrick songs.
Damn.
Like undeserved
Bro,
pressure.
Kendrick is goated, bro.
I listen to too many Kendrick songs. I love Kanye. Kanye definitely makes like good music, but he definitely had that time frame where he was being Ye. He wasn't being
Yeah.
Kanye.
I mean,
talking about?
and then
Kanye.
we're not even gonna
Who are
talk
you
about the
talking
HH, bro.
He wasn't being he was
When?
being it. He was being his alter ego. You know.
Oh boy.
When he's off his pills,
When?
nigga.
I don't think you want that.
You're
time
such a
frame.
fucking hoe. I
I
love
love
it.
it.
You telling me that was?
That wasn't on the album though.
But I was still him
He
though.
threw that shit away.
Not
that,
throw
that
it
was
away.
that was something to make y'all go, oh my god, you know.
Hey, look. If you're talking, then that would be around Kids See That People, which is around the time when him and Kid Cudi had that little awkward split or like awkward issue. Afterwards,
Oh wait, you talking about that the
album,
joint?
yeah,
That shit was fire.
It
I-
was. It
but
was. that's what I'm
after
saying, it's
he
a
said
fire
after this time point, he started wilding.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So
serious.
So the
His discography afterward kind of changed up a
Yeah.
little bit, bro. I ain't gonna front.
It went a little.
Donda was
Donda
definitely
was
hard. But let's not forget, there's a song that we can't say for our live in our Twitch spot. It wasn't. It was after.
What song?
World War II. That
Yeah.
one man.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, he really
made a
he
song about it.
extends his arm
Yeah,
when he
made a-
salutes.
He made
you
a
know?
whole song. Yep. He definitely did.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I-
German, the artist who
Stop.
flunked out of school.
Stop.
Like what?
You can't go any further
You
than
can't
that.
go any further than that.
Really?
We can do
Yeah.
it after. Once the cameras is off and we are not live.
I'm not
then-
saying his name.
Nah,
I'm talking about
Nah.
this is a song.
Yes, it's
Yes, he did.
It's a song called German.
No, it's called something else. We'll
We'll talk about it later.
Oh,
We'll-
sorry.
we'll-
It's a
We'll talk
forbidden
about it
song.
later.
It's a-
Yeah.
It's a forbidden song, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a forbidden song. Yeah.
Ah,
Super
one of
forbidden, like
those.
forbidden,
Yeah.
super
Bro.
forbidden.
He really.
Really? When he do that?
No, we
No,
cannot.
we can't. No, we can't.
No. Anyway, shut up. Anyway, shut up.
Okay.
Anyway, right.
Hitmaker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes.
That means. All right.
Definitely.
What he said.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway, his discography definitely, and his messages, and his media, and his presence and everything also changed. So I can see
Yeah,
that.
we're completely.
But
like,
remember-
south. I won't even call it left.
He's mental.
True.
Exactly.
And we gave him grace. I never
But-
said
but-
I'm taking away from
But
it.
you're telling me this on my Mount Rushmore, like
Yeah, look good.
like that look crazy on the Mount Rushmore.
Everybody makes mistakes.
On the Mount Rushmore.
On the Mount Rushmore, no.
The presidents on the Mount Rushmore make mistakes.
They are mistakes, but you know what? I ain't gonna get into that.
Well,
No,
I actually
that's
no. I would
politics.
argue Theodore
So
Roosevelt
mistakes is part
did not
of
do
the
nothing
Mount
wrong.
Rushmore.
Theodore Roosevelt, I want to argue he did something. Yeah,
I ain't gonna say anything because
I want to say which one, but
a lot of those people on that actual Mount Rushmore like
George
manifest
Washington was
destiny.
6'2", gang. Like,
Hey,
he was
look,
6'2",
bro.
he was as
They
tall as
like
me.
taking shit that belong to other people, so I ain't even gonna say nothing
so
about
I need
that.
to chop a cherry tree.
absolutely.
You know, you gotta colonize.
Get a
people.
powdered wig too, and maybe you'll become him.
No
Type shit.
But
Bringing it back to the colonial era.
sidebar.
Well,
Anyway, but yeah.
But,
So
yeah, my Mount Rushmore, Kendrick, System of a Down, I forgot the other two.
well, that's unfortunate. All right. So since we don't have too much time, and we got to make sure that we hit our frames and everything as well too. So to finish up here at the DDD podcast, normally what we do is we do some drink testing as well, some wine, some sommelier experience. But since you don't indulge, don't even worry about it. Well,
You
we're gonna
said some what experience?
like a sommelier experience.
He said Molly experience.
We do not do Molly on this couch. We do not condone Molly on the couch.
I said, nigga, what?
Some what?
Y'all out here bumping, taking lines, and doing Molly? Go on.
No.
I was like, you just jumped from one. Wait,
Sommelier so it's experience where we like go through wine experience and like have our guests who watch like online live.
This is
recommend
the
the
wine tasting though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's okay. Well, only because our time frame, because y'all stuck on this for a little bit too long.
Oh,
Yeah, not you, them. But
I'll taste some wine.
Yes, we do. Thank you. So, in the meantime, he's gonna go get us situated so you can do some like the wine tasting. But essentially, what we are for like the DDD podcast is dumb, drunk, and delusional. So, in more of the direct sense of what it means, yes, they're essentially vices. I needed that. Anyway,
You gotta catch them all. Nah, that's my hat, bro.
fuck this guy. But in most cases, what it stands for is obviously, you know, the vices and everything. But in the sense of how each one of them embodies more of like how you are as like a person and an individual, and how you might manifest those traits in a way that could be positive. Being like drunk in the sense of like being indulgent, being like divulged and deep into your craft in the sense where like sometimes you might lose that sense of self, but you're directly involved and in what you are. It's that feeling of embodiment, power, and energy. Where you're like, you know how sometimes you've been in a flow state, you vibe and everything. Same situation.
So that's what these drinks do for you.
Hey, for me, yes indeed. But I
Okay.
also think that there's not necessarily just drinking. There's a lot of times where, well, we're writing these things, or are we writing scripts, or we working these things, and I'm gone. I'm not in the sense here. I'm literally
He's essentially Black Bacchus, like
this guy.
the
But,
god of wine right here.
But essentially, it's just more of the fact of like, all right, well, I've embodied that energy that keeps me not only engaged in my work, but puts me to a sense of feeling that I know where I am and what I'm doing.
Through the drinks.
Not even through the drinks. Just mean like,
Oh,
you
just,
know,
okay.
like, you know how people be like, yeah, I'm high off of life, and they're just like exuding a certain type of energy, and they're just experiencing things. Same concept. Same thing for being. Yeah, and the same thing for the people who might be like a little bit more delusional, and like in most cases, people may think like, oh, that person's not tapped into reality, but it's more the fact of like they're crafting reality. They're putting their own. They're looking at the common stuff. They say the projection to be like, look, you're never gonna make it. You're not gonna do this and this, and you're not paying any mind. You're like, look, I'm putting in my work. I see where everything is, and that's one of the first steps to manifestation and making shit happen. Being delusional.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last part is not necessarily dumb in a bad aspect, but being a lot more naive to things and just learning through life through your own personal steps and taking things one step at a time. So that way, it's not a matter of you, oh, this person is like, no, it's a matter of having that ignorance is bliss, having that time frame to take care of my own self and my mental well-being without looking at the world for all its hardships. I can learn a lot more just by accepting the fact that I don't know these things. And in everyday life, man, we all are dumb, drunk, and delusional, but like sometimes we relate to a little bit more of it.
Sometimes you just gotta get drunk.
Amen to that.
Sometimes you gotta be delusional.
Hey, I hope you're not dumb all the time, though. Shit.
No.
But you know, in most
Always
cases,
drink in moderation, all right?
I hope so.
Always drink in moderation, everybody.
Except for me. But in most,
No, yeah, you give him a drink and it's like eating a sandwich in Castle Crashers. He hits the like
power up. But like in most cases, I'm dead. But in most cases, you know, everybody has something that they relate a little bit more to. In my case, like I said, for me, I know I have a lot more habits and like tendencies that would be a lot more towards like, you know, being drunk. And it's not necessarily not just drinking, but it's just like, you know, how I handle everyday life, how I go through things, and how I see and envision my work and my, you know, how I go about things. Yeah, I might be a little bit more obsessive about my work. I might
But
be a
you're
little
not
more
drunk, though.
No, I'm just like, it, in the sense of like,
he
if you
doesn't
had
get
to-
drunk anymore. He's numb to it.
And in terms of like, if you had to characterize it.
Kidding.
So, you know, like an embodiment in a sense.
Like people always tell me I'm like high, and it's just because I'm always smiling and I'm always giddy. I'm
Yeah,
always
he would
happy.
be like the
you know?
embodiment of being happy. in a
When,
sense,
when
you
we
know?
talk about drunk, we're talking about overindulgence. We're not talking about necessarily being drunk off of liquor. You can get drunk off of anything.
Yeah,
Right.
literally.
Power,
That dopamine.
money.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
dopamine at the end of the day.
That's where, like, in terms of me, how I like regulate, how I go about things. I know myself. I'm not as delusional. I'm not as dumb, but I'm definitely like an individual that's like, you know what? I'm overindulgent. So
Yeah.
I would say I'm a drunk individual. In his case, he might be a delusional individual.
Hell yeah.
In my case, I'm definitely dumb.
It's like, you know? So like for our show, everybody comes by that's interviewed, spend some time with us, whether or not they, you know, are performers or they're just business people or anybody else, like, you know, putting out, they choose or they realistically, you know, figure out if they're a little bit more dumb, drunk, and delusional. So on that scale, with that, like, you know, explanation, where do you think you might fall, like individually, in terms of like how you do your work and how you live your life? Do you think you might be a little bit more dumb, drunk, or delusional?
Delusional.
Delusional.
Right off rip. Delusional.
Why do you say delusional?
Mike's all yours, big man.
Because, I mean, for the most part, I say delusional because there's been plenty of times where I should have.
You're not in this episode.
So yeah, no, but no, that has like because being an artist right now, especially an artist that's like, of course I'm not, my name ain't everywhere right now, but like
It will be.
But exactly. In order to get there, you do have to be delusional. Because I mean, it might not be necessarily completely delusional because it is a part of you, But like, you got to be delusional about where you see yourself, and because if you lose that shit, you lose, your drive, and you lose your momentum or your inspiration. So you have to like be delusional about where the hell you want to see yourself, what you want to wear, and where you want to live. You gotta.
That whole "where are you gonna see yourself in 5 years" question is all about delusion.
Yeah, hell yeah,
When it comes happening.
hell
no,
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So yeah,
that must be
right
tough.
off rip delusion. I already know.
Hey man, bro, ain't nothing wrong with that. Well,
I'd say
Curly,
we're all a little delusional.
that's another one for you. Yep, he's the team delusional, unfortunately.
Oh, word, yeah, Team Delulu.
But and then one last thing too, so that way we don't take up too much time, because I know you said we have like hit a quick little limit. I think you could come back anytime you know for this. But if you had like a direct way or something you would like to impart to everybody, like on your journey of either becoming an artist, in terms of like overcoming any boundaries, what would you like to like tell people, or like what advice you can give them for anybody that wants to go into something where they feel like they're not really supported, or they feel like there's a lot of like opposition? Where do you feel like what direction can you give the people who either are too afraid to try something, or people who are too afraid to really focus and get into their dreams,
Okay, one direction I would say is to. I know.
He's
I'm
singing
sorry.
on the band.
Yeah, we said one direction.
And then both of them went
Hey,
off.
go.
God, bro.
Hey,
Same brain cell.
hey, nah, you goofy as shit, bro. I rock with you, bro.
Oh God.
All right. Sorry.
Let me see. I guess like the first direction, whatever it is that you want to do, you better be making sure your ass practicing it, or you are molding your craft, or it's you literally whatever it is, you better be doing it sometime at some point during the day. That's the first step, because it's a lot of times where people are like, "Oh, I want to do this. I want to." Okay, well, are you how mature are you in your craft and or your talent or your business? Like every day, like something should go towards that. Now if you're somebody that's you're doing that, and whatever it is, it's like, okay, maybe it's time to get some other opinions outside of yourself. Ask people that are close to you, what do you think of this? How do you feel about this type thing? But other than that, like, I don't want to sound too cliche, but like real life, you gotta you gotta lock the fuck in, like, just like everybody we know, everybody we aspire to, we are inspired by, like, every interview they always say they had a breaking point where they was like, okay, now I'm not fucking around, or it was some shit that might have happened sudden, but they had to like pretty much reprogram their mind to be like, okay, yeah, now I have no other choice, type shit. Like, it's always boiled down to that. So like, whatever it is that you want to do, it boiled down to how bad do you want it. Like, how bad do you want it? Whether, because there's really no nice way to put that shit. Like, especially nowadays too, with the internet. Like, I'm saying internet, social media. But yeah, like, it's right at your finger. It's, you can get it like that. And if you can't get it, somebody who can get it. And I say also, last thing, what I'm finding for myself now is like, yes, it takes a village, it takes friends, it takes family, whoever, find the people who are there and who do get your vision, who are, or at least interested in your vision. Like, them the ones you need to be keeping close to you, you know. And like I said, whatever resources that you got, a lot of times, like I found that, like, all right, damn, I need this, and this done, and I'm like, if I go through my damn IG, I literally know somebody that does each and every resource that I need, type shit, you know. So yeah, yo, like reach out to people. A closed mouth don't get fed. Like, you know, I'm learning too. Like, sometimes you don't want to hit people up, you know, for that thing that you might need help in. Like,
all the time.
yeah,
All the
yo,
time.
hit that person up. I mean, oh no, I mean, I will admit, and I used to be saying, like, if somebody want to help me, they gonna help me.
Nah, that's not true.
If they want to help me, they gonna help me.
Nah, I mean,
but
that is true.
But like,
it is
you
true.
know.
Like, but nah, but for real, like, nah, they realize a lot of times you gotta go to them. Like I said, a closed mouth don't get fed. That's like inevitable. But yeah,
Oh,
Type shit,
hold
type
on,
shit.
my bad. Anyway, no, you're good. Prior. Unfortunately, you guys, because he does have a time frame. Before we go into anything as well, do you have any projects or anything that we can shout out that you want to point out that you were working on, or any recent songs that you really vibing with that we should put everybody else onto too?
yeah, I got a song out called Fade. Right now, I mean, it's like I put this song out probably like a year and some change ago, but I just know it's only hit the tip of the iceberg when it comes to like how many people have heard that shit for real, for real. But yeah, it's like my comeback record. Cause I had not put some music out for a little while, and real life thing, yeah, it's a little, not even a little. It's a dope ass record that is produced by my homies down to Mars. They are phenomenal. They became my tribe for real. And yeah, the video's out. My homie Leon Knight shot the video. Yeah, it's some shit that I really think the world need to catch up on. So I'm gonna tell y'all that. Go back and listen to that shit.
Say that. So y'all know what it is. You know what it is. And thank you for blessing us. I
Bro,
appreciate you
bro.
for the opportunity, bro.
No.
You was killing it today, bro. This is a vibe,
Hey,
man.
nah,
I'm not gonna
thank
front.
you, yo. Thank y'all, yo.
Hey, look, man. You
No,
know,
thank you, man.
appreciate
yo, you should definitely swing by next time, brother. Come on.
No,
But-
yeah,
When you
yeah.
got time, brother. When you got time.
When you got time.
Hey,
But
nah, yeah.
to make sure that everybody gets in, everybody gets tapped out. So unfortunately, because we do have a time frame, I can't kidnap him. If y'all want to see more of him, please make sure y'all reaching out. You want to drop your platform so they can reach out as well too.
Justo Ontario. My IG is the main Justo. There's a lot of other Justos out there, but I'm the main Justo. Right?
Yo, damn.
Oh, now you confusing them. Regular main.
The regular man.
N-A-I-N.
Yeah.
There it is. And you already know I appreciate you guys for coming out to help support the couch and, you know, make everything a lot more live. It was a great vibe. It is. Your socials.
It's your
Thank you.
boy, the Big Fluff. You can catch me on twitch.tv, the Big Fluff 657. You already know.
It's your
Also
boy.
the Fluffy Son on
Jeremy.
IG.
Yeah, it's your boy Jeremy on every platform. Switch, YouTube, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, sir.
And then my boy. And then also Shotty_LA for holding it down, modding the chat, checking out with you guys. So for our updates and everything, we have interviews and our game nights that'll be closing out the rest of April. Make sure you guys, if y'all want to see some more recurring guests, so that way we can get some more drink accommodations for them. You guys are liking, subscribing, popping through, tapping in, and chilling with us, so that way we can get dumb drunk and delusional. But y'all know what the vibe is. Oh yeah, sorry. Curly could not make it. He's been on the side for us, taking care of the actual
He's
work and
dead.
everything. Okay. You guys are gonna love.
Yo, shout out Justo Ontario. Check out
It's
all
Kyle.
Check out all his
No,
music.
do
First
y'all
of
know who
all-
this is?
Oh, we know Kyle, bro.
Do we not?
Ah,
After
shit.
hours,
This
bro?
shit. All right.
This is Kyle right here. You don't even know.
Shout out.
Turn it
we're
off.
the
Turn it
After
off.
Hours.
New York.
He's being humble about it. This guy has an amazing voice. For real. Like, bro.
Oh, don't worry. We're getting a private concert after.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna attach everything below. Check that out.
Can I have some of that popcorn, dog?
One-on-one. I'm saying
That shit, I'm like,
the soul is back,
Anything.
the rhythm is back, and yeah, like I fuck with you. So
Yeah,
we
you already
go
know
back a
that's my
long
brother.
way. Like
That shit.
I just have
Yeah.
one question.
Go ahead, bro.
Who the fuck could be Kanye in the verses?
Shit.
Versus
Yes.
And hip hop, who could be Kanye?
Cut the beat.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, go ahead.
I said
Lil
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne.
Lil
That's
Wayne.
up to
I
debate.
said Lil Wayne
That's
and maybe
debatable.
Drake.
Debatable.
But
Yep.
That's about it.
All right.
I mean,
I don't-
hot take.
I
We could
don't
have
know, I
a
gotta
whole
see if he
party
makes
on
no
Drake,
music
but
videos.
we could have a
There's
whole
a lot.
party on Ye too. Like,
There's
Hey,
a lot
look,
of allegations. I gotta see it.
like both generational artists, but we know we're gonna give Ye Stradamus his flowers. You know.
Yeah, yeah, Stradamus.
Yeah, like
Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
did we watch that Zane Lowe interview?
Yo, Kanye was crazy.
I rewatched that Zane Lowe interview. That was
That was
amazing.
wicked. All right.
He called everything.
You don't think I'm leaving. All right,
After
you
that
guys.
Caillou bit, nah. You gotta go
Yeah, man. Yo.
You need after hours.
Yo. Oh, hey, ain't soon enough. If you guys are making sure you're tapped in, because we're either gonna drop our Patreon so that way you guys can get the unfiltered raw content, as well as some of the stuff we can't say on this stream, as well as some of the explicit content that might come from some of our other guests.
Hi.
Not you.
Hey, how you doing?
He is real as it get right here.
Yes, sir. I'm
That's-
extremely. No, I'm not gonna
That's the
say that.
problem. Don't you dare.
I'm not gonna
But
say that.
so it has been a pleasure, you guys, getting Dumb Duck Delusional with your boys. Like I said, it's the Sly Guy Shy King Meek. It's been a pleasure with you guys at the DDD podcast. We're gonna be sliding out and heading out for the night. I hope you guys tapped in, tune in for next Sunday. Check in for the post, and also for all of our people who are tapped in and tuned us on our socials for Steez and everything as well. We are having an event that's coming up on Thursday. So if you guys are trying to get lit, popping outside
The 16th.
Thursday.
the 16th,
I'm
you already
off
know
that
our
day,
live
let's
on air
go.
mixer is kicking off. Well, I think we're gonna be at pianos too. So if you guys are ready for a vibe and a good time, tap out, tune in, let's get lit.
Fuck around, find out.
Yes, Sirski. But we're gonna be heading out for you guys, y'all. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all give some love to our guests. The videos and links are gonna be up, so make sure you share your post and y'all listening to the song that he dropped. He already told you he on the way back up. Now y'all playing these games.
Shout the song, shout the name one more time.
One more time, brother.
Just Ontario.